I feel as though he is coming here strictly for the casino. I thought he was very energetic, and I really was drawn to him at first, but what kept coming back was that he was principally interested in the casino and not in us. And we need someone who's interested in us, our town, who we are, where we're going, what we're going to do with our town. And I didn't get that from him whatsoever. Mr. D'Agostino, I feel that his background is extremely good in public management. He's very good in running his town. He's done a good job with that, but obviously, if you look at any of the paperwork on the computer, in the newspapers, the lawsuit that was brought against him was quite severe, and he lost. We don't need our town to be in that same kind of situation. I don't want us to be in that kind of situation. Now, whether he has learned from this experience, as he said, yes, he probably has, but I don't want us to be a learning ground. I don't want us to be the one who have to pay for that sort of situation. So I end up with Mr. Costello, which he is very much an academic. He seems to know what he's doing with finances. He has a good background. But I'm really not truly satisfied, because I don't think that any of them fit the town. I don't think any of them are exactly what we need. And for that reason, I'm very disappointed. I really feel that we needed, and I wish that we had had more people brought, because they said we were going to have 4, and we had 3. So I'm very disappointed, but if I had to say anyone, I would have to say Mr. Costello, but with reservations, because he doesn't seem to have the strong leadership qualities that I think that he needs.
Boys win.
All right. I've got some feelings. I'm not going to repeat what was said. Interviews, I mean, if you sat on the committee, I'm sure you had more time and experience with these people. There's no question about it. Some of you people know some of them from prior experiences and from discussions. I mean, some people have actually had dealings with Mr. Units. Let's start with Jack, because Jack seems to have the highest profile. There are a number of things that bother me about Jack being the town manager. I think he'd be a great ally to the town in a number of different ways, and he could, I hope that he doesn't stray too far, because I certainly would like to bend his ear about some of the ideas he came up with the research triangle, with some development here, and this town has never been one to say go away to somebody who has a good idea. I just don't know that town manager is necessarily the position. When I asked the question, if the casino weren't coming, would you have applied? He gave an answer that was short, sweet, to the point, and honest. So I give him absolute and utter respect for the honesty and level of professionalism he gave us. He gave us a straight answer to a straight question. Unfortunately, with straight answers and straight questions come reactions. My reaction to that was the same as other members of the board and some of the people. I think I talked to 10 people today that either walked into my office or called me. Was that what drew him here was not Middleborough. What drew him here was a project, and the question is, when the project is done or ceases to be interesting, does he stay? We don't need another interim. We need someone who is committed to what Middleborough is and who it is. He did say after, he followed up with, as he learned more about Middleborough, he became more interested in it. The problem I had is that many of the things that he mentioned about Middleborough as fact were not in fact fact. And that gave me a problem, which brings me to an overall problem, except for one candidate, was I don't know how much research any one of them did, other than one, with regard to what Middleborough is, what it's done. Let me jump to Mr. Costello for a second. He quoted you. Of all people, he quoted you from the minutes. He clearly read them. Didn't find the most interesting quotes, but he quoted you anyway. But he had done some background research. He had read the DOR report. He had an interest that he showed and some initiative that he showed. Now, these guys are doing a million other things, and to some degree, I think their viewpoint is going to be, look, I'm working in a town right now. I can't commit to going in, figuring out what